Alright everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob Restituto. Today we are breaking my song down. It Ends Like This. One of my favorite production and even the meaning behind it. This song means a lot to me. It sat on the shelf for a long time and I'm glad that I was able to finally finish it. So let's get right into it and see what we got in this live session. So more than music. We have this car sample, which I believe is actually the same sample that I used inside of season 10 episode 12. I think that's just it might have been 10 years too. It was definitely in 10 years. But I like the panning in it. I think it's really nice. It's actually a ridiculously long sample, but I just used a short part of it. Let's start with the vocals. So we have these main vocals. Again, just like a lot of my songs, I end up not naming the things until I end up exporting the stems, which is a nightmare, but alas. It's something I'm working on. We have these main vocals.
I told you that we're over, but you believe me.
So this is just the first chorus, because the second chorus and every other chorus after that has layered vocals, which is like this.
I told you that we're over.
So mainly I use a pretty similar vocal chain. We have a pitch corrector. I like the tone that it gives with the pitch corrector. Chroma reverb, a little bit of reverb. First time I used chroma reverb in a while. I've been using a lot of N-verb lately. A little bit of EQ. Some compression on the vocals. And again, if you want to use any of these, you could just screenshot of what I'm using. I like this a lot. It gives a really cool like wideness to it, and I like this like the crispness it adds to the vocals. So that's what the vocals ended up being. We have an octave up vocal that I end up using too. Not in the first chorus though. It ends up being in the second chorus, which sounds like this. Actually, we have a harmony and an octave up.
I told you that we're over, but you believe me.
That's the octave up. The harmony, the tremendous reverb out harmony is this. You see how much reverb is the wet and the dry. We have the tremolo also, kind of panic, giving a little bit of movement. The harmony is this guy.
That we're over, but you believe me when you're sober. 'Cause every time that you come over, it's like that.
Ton of echo on the and pitch correction. So that's what we have with that guy. Similar thing right here on this main vocal. But you hear the tremolo, panning left and right to give a little bit of extra movement to it. We have, what is this? This is okay. So let's talk about the guitar sample. One of my favorite guitar samples. We have right, just a little bit EQ and reverb. I love that. So what I ended up doing is like I chopped it up so I'd have these little sections like right here, kind of going in throughout the thing. And what I really like is this part right here, leads into the chorus. And then the sample right here, the chop. I love that. It's so cool. Let's see what we got. So so I was not able to sing this section right here. Let's talk about the verse vocals. I was not able to sing this section in one like straight breath or like even with breathing to make it sound natural. So that's why we have this call and response, and we've octave up, octave down.
In between forgiveness.
This is the octave down, and then we have two octave ups. And you can see that this section right here is the octave downs, and this is the octave ups. Panning left and right.
Getting older from the stress. I'm wide awake every day. I'm filled with fear.
Because you can see that every new line starts with the previous line on the same beat, so there's nowhere to take a breath, and it sounded terrible without doing that. So that's why I ended up doing it like that.
You won't make it till next.
We can hear it later on. There's that like the and it's actually the I told you. I chopped it up. I thought I'd walk through fire, which is right here. We have layered vocals. Layered vocals for this.
I'd walk through fire.
3 layered vocals are the same.
My heart's desire, as long as
Using the Replica XT, which I use on all my echoes. I love this echo. Have a bit of, actually in the mix you can hear, you actually can't even really hear, but
I'd remember you'd
there's a vocoder going on with the vocal synth. If you watch my reaction videos, you hear me talk about vocoders all the time. I use this one. Synth coming in from this mini log right here. And what else do we got? Have some strings throughout the song, kind of just adding a little bit extra movement. So one of the last things I added to the song were the hi-hats. It originally didn't have it in there, but a couple of people had recommended, and even myself, I was like, it feels like it drags. So I transposed these. These original hi-hats sounded like this, but I transposed them 9. Same with the other ones. I believe I transposed these too. But the most important thing that I did to them is I added the bit crusher. So they originally sound like this. Quiet, obviously, but now they have that really crunchy sound to them. We have some synthesizers, more from this Korg mini log. Layered left and right. We actually, that's an octave somewhere else right here. Right from this mini log. And then we have this piano that's a Labs piano. If you make music, Labs actually has some really cool free software, so I like it. It's actually matching the melody. Kind of sounds a little out of time, but it worked. What else do we have? We have these reverse sample guitars over here. This is the chorus. It's chopped. So I believe I slowed them down. I don't actually remember where I got that from, but it's definitely a sample somewhere somehow. We have these vocals. So I've used these in a lot of songs actually. This female riser they call it, and it's this. I used it in 10 years. You can hear it transitioning into the chorus. I use this from here down. I use on every single song the cymbal swells, the cymbals, and the noise swell, which we can hear right here, and the noise track too, which just adds a little bit of extra like normal life to all these samples that I use. So that's transitioning into the chorus. What else do we have? Let's talk about the bass. So originally the song was a half step down, so I actually just shifted the bass up one step. Bit of bit crusher on the bass. Kind of gives a brightness to it. So hear the like sizzle on top. Last thing I want to talk about in this song is the drums. These I call it the Not Enough Love kit because it's the kit that I used for. It was originally called Not Enough Love, but it ended up being renamed to Feel Your Love. So my song Feel Your Love. So put this pattern in. I like that. It's all these different samples that I've got. And then it just kind of goes around. I added a bit of reverb to the snare, which you can see right here. This is a layer, but this nice bit of reverb on here. And then the second time that it goes around, you see that there is a bit of, what's it called on it? Low pass filter. So it gives that low pass sound. Anything else you want to talk about? No, I think that's about it. So my favorite part about this song is these little samples of the guitar, that doo 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 doo, 1 and 2 and boom ba. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I really like this song of mine. I hope you guys like it. Leave a comment if you like this kind of style of breakdowns, and I'll see you guys next time. God bless. Peace out. Send me a text 631-250-6950. New number. Peace out.